So, you went out there on your own. You started your own company in the basement of your house. You've done radio. You've written a book, all to help you attract the right people and to obviously to share your expertise and to build your brand out. And what do you see as like the next evolution, or what has been the next evolution? Actually, that is the next part we're going to talk about. What has been the next evolution for you? I mean, I know what it is, but let's share it with the audience.
Right. Well, I get to the point now where we have the consulting firm. This is our 11th year. We'll be going on our 12th year next year. And things have gone well here locally. But in terms of, I get bored, if you can't tell, the radio show, the book. I mean, bored's maybe a strong word, but I have the entrepreneurial ADD that I've got to be doing something different, something interesting. So I decided to scale and talk to my management team and figured out, okay, how do we scale this? How do we do this out of market? So we decided, basically talking to some of my friends and colleagues at Center of Influence, that franchising might be a good conduit, and actually have a good business coach that's been trying to get me to do it for years. So I decided to take the point at the end of last year, went through the compliance requirements of becoming franchise eligible, which is another painstaking process. But essentially, we're legal to offer franchises now in about 42 of the 50 U.S. states.
So do you have to apply by state to be approved to be a franchise in that state?
In certain states. I mean, certain states are a lot more friendly than others. So, I mean, it's basically by state rules and regulations. So there's probably
realize that.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, and neither did I. Again, one of those things that you jump into and figure out once you're in there that, oh, it's a lot more complicated than you thought. But I mean,
a lot of paper filing, I suppose, and legal work, and to set it up initially. So you have to set up in every single state.
Right. I mean, 35 states, once you have what's called an FDD in place, you can offer franchises. And there's about 15 other states that there's complexities that you have to
Okay, so uniform laws across some of them. So uniform filings across some of them.
Right. And that's why we have a great law firm out in New York that handles all the legal aspects of it, which was a great thing. Did some networking to find the right law firm, and they've been great about navigating that. But yeah, there's a lot of pitfalls, and you have to be careful with it. So you definitely need a good law firm if you're ever going to know the process, which we have, and it's worked out well. I mean, it's been interesting. I've been doing somewhat of sales for my whole life, and I'll tell you, franchise sales is a much different animal. I mean, it's someone's life saying, and I never realized that. So again, I realize things once I get into a lot of circumstances, that it's such a big plunge for someone, especially someone that's not an entrepreneurial-minded person, like we talked about earlier, trying to get them into the framework of, okay, become an entrepreneur, you can do this, you can do that. But,
and this is a risk with all your capital.
Right, and quit your job. And if someone's been used to their whole career for someone for a paycheck, and now you're flipping it, you actually got to pay to get involved with this. And if you don't produce, you're not going to get paid. As a matter of fact, you're going to bleed money until you start making things work. So it's a different mindset.